Welcome to the KPC Smart Money Podcast with Kevin and Karen Christ. So, Karen, we try to keep these podcasts at 10 to 12 minutes. It's not always about money, and last week we were talking about the top 10 benefits of lifelong learning, and of course we ran out of time again.
Yeah, we always do.
And so we got to 10 through 6, right? We got through half of the benefits of lifelong learning. If you didn't have a chance to listen to last week, we were talking about, looking at the benefits gained from keeping your mind sharp. We do retirement income planning and we help people with their retirement. And we see, people that keep active and keep their mind sharp. It's just incredible for you to do that. And lifelong learning is like a health club for your brain, right, Karen?
Yes.
So, we want to finish up the 10 benefits of lifetime or lifelong learning. And we were on number 5. So get us started again on that.
Sure. Lifelong learning, it helps us to adapt to change because, listen, your life, society, it's in a constant state of flux, and it seems technology and world events just make sometimes changes coming at you faster and faster and faster. And, as we age, we might feel like the proverbial old dog that can't learn tricks. That can't learn. Did I say that right?
I think you should start over on that one.
An old dog that can't learn new tricks.
There you go.
That's not true at all. Lifelong learning enables us to keep up with changes in society, changes in family, especially technology changes. It's crazy.
That's the ones that give me the most trouble.
Oh, I know. You're going to get to the point where if you buy some new TV or stereo system, it's like you got to hire professionals just to hook it all up.
Yeah. And it's just people, you come into their house and they'll go, "Don't fool with my remote."
Yes, because
it changes everything.
Uh-huh.
Now I can't get the TV back on. Right?
Yeah. So, a learning environment with our peers not only makes it possible to keep up with changes, but hey, it's fun.
That's right. So, number 4, lifelong learning helps us find meaning in our lives. Sometimes it's difficult looking back on our lives, but lifelong learning gives us the benefit of real perspective and enables us to find true meaning in the hills and valleys of our past. Karen, I think there's a lot to that. I mean, sometimes I think we get to the end of the life and you wonder, we try to compare ourselves to others. Look at all this, what this person did and what that person did. But you know what? If we go through and look back at all of the things, the good things that we've done, and have an attitude of gratitude.
Right. That's a biggie.
But the key to it is we've all met people that you just felt like they thought they knew everything, right? Mm-hmm. And so the last thing we want to do is stop learning. We need to keep an open mind at every age and not think that we know everything, and to get other people's opinions and and foster discussions that will keep our mind sharp.
Well, this one that you're talking about, the lifelong learning helps us to find meaning and to look at the hills and valleys of our past. That ties in, if you missed last week, with number 7, which was lifelong learning increases wisdom. It's because you've been through stuff. It's successes, failures. It's because you have learned from those things. That's why we were saying, hey, if you've got some older people in your life who have been thoughtful, mindful, are learners, and have wisdom, that you should have these conversations with them because they have flat out seen things you haven't. They can kind of, what does it say? They can help you look around the corner, so to speak, before you get there.
Right.
And so here's number 3. Lifelong learning keeps us involved as active contributors to society. Amen, man. you don't want to sit in a rocker on the front porch, just whiling the hours away. Fortunately, a lot of today's retirees and baby boomers about to retire, they want and are going to demand more from their later years. They're out and about, they're traveling, they're vacationing, they're taking up new hobbies, they're going back and taking educational courses. They're offering their expertise through society through meaningful community involvement. Volunteering is a great thing to do when you are retired. So I'm glad that it's changing from sitting in a rocker on the porch to baby boomers and retirees being more active because, hey, we're retirees and baby boomers, they're living longer. Period. Yeah. And one of the reasons is because they're lifelong learners and they want to experience new things in retirement.
So don't think of yourself as a strain on society. We are assets, right? As we get older.
Absolutely.
Sometimes, I've always said that people learn, smart people learn from their mistakes, but really smart people learn from other people's mistakes.
There you go.
So if you pay attention,
I like that.
And you become a lifelong learner and you continue to learn, you can maybe escape some of the pitfalls that other people stumble through. So the number 2, next to last thing, lifelong learning helps us make new friends and establish valuable relationships. No one enjoys loneliness. Boy, I see that so much in some of our single retirees. Mm-hmm. They just don't get out and they get into a rut. To my dad, he gets around. He still does stuff at 91, but he says, I don't like change, Kevin. He goes, so some people, say that, they're in a rut. I'm in the Grand Canyon. So get out of the Grand Canyon and do some things and make some new friends, establish valuable relationships. Dad was talking about, even though he doesn't need assisted living, he can get along by himself and do everything. He was talking about, he says, I got enough money to go into one of those independent living places and, just so he can have the camaraderie and the
socializing.
I think that's good for your brain. It's just good for your attitude and all that. So, through lifelong learning, older adults can meet new people, forging friendships and relationships with others. It's so important and enjoying an active social life. Lifelong learning is a brilliant way to keep in touch with people, meet new friends, and enjoy life surrounded by the company of folks who are truly embracing the excitement of the later years.
Yes, so not only will it keep your mind sharp, it keeps you feeling young. So, okay, last but not least, lifelong learning leads to an enriching life of self-fulfillment. Hey, one lifelong learner from New York said, and this is a quote, "We base everything on the belief that our capacity to learn and grows, it does not decrease as your years increase. Through academic learning, educational adventure, travel, and volunteerism, we expand our awareness, embrace self-fulfillment, and truly create an exciting multi-dimensional life. It doesn't get better than that because in retirement, you've now got the time to do it."
Yeah. So don't be a couch potato. Get out there and meet some new people. Go to the senior center in your town. Do something, get involved in your church. Get in a small group, some kind of discussion group. There's all sorts of things you can see online where you can join these different groups that meet once a month or once a week that have, the same kind of common interests that you have, right? So get involved. It'll help you live longer. It'll help you live a happier life. Keep on learning.
Yeah, and it's not just about the learning part. I think the critical thing too is you're marrying lifelong learning with relationships.
That's good, Karen. So listen, we thanks for listening. We'll be back next week, and God bless you and your family.
You've been listening to the KPC Smart Money Podcast with Kevin and Karen Christ. To listen to more episodes, visit kpcsmartmoney.com. You can also find the KPC Smart Money Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and Stitcher.
KPC Financial Solutions is an independent financial services firm that utilizes a variety of investment and insurance products. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through KPC Financial Solutions, LLC, a registered investment company. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any reference to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual situation. KPC Financial Solutions is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during the show shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein provided by third parties have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by KPC Financial Solutions. Hypothetical examples have been provided for illustrative purposes only. It does not represent a real-life scenario and should not be construed as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual's situation.